Hi friends, it's George Chesnut, organist and director of music here at St. Peter and St. Paul Episcopal Church. I'm going to take just a few minutes and introduce to you the wonderful spiritual practice of the Anglican prayer beads. Now, praying with little stones or knots in a rope, or later on beads on a string, is a very ancient Christian practice. This eventually became, in the Eastern Orthodox branch of the Christian faith, a prayer rope, usually made of black wool with knots in it. And in Western Christianity, this developed into the rosary, usually with what are called 5 decades, with Hail Marys and Lord's Prayers and some other brief prayers interspersed in between. After Reformation times, this, for the most part, fell out of use among Protestants. Now, in the 1980s, in, I believe, Texas, although I'm not sure about that, an Episcopal priest, Mother Lynn Bauman, and a prayer group of hers began to explore once again the custom of praying with beads, and what we now call either the Anglican prayer beads or the Anglican rosary. Both terms are used and they are interchangeable, came into being from this. I don't know if you can see, let me hold it against the white of my kata here, and maybe you can see a little bit better. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 large beads that are called our cruciform beads, and they represent the 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, of the cross. The smaller beads, which are 4 groups of 7, are called the weeks beads, W-E-E-K-S. And 7, of course, is the number of days in the week, and 7 is a number in Christian spirituality representing perfection, and they also may represent the 7 days of creation, including the Sunday on which God rested. We start down at the bottom here with a cross. Then comes what we call, right above the cross, an invitatory bead, which invites us into prayer and serves as sort of a call to worship. Any number of prayers, many of them scripturally based, can be used with the Anglican prayer beads. We would have the creed or something like the creed on the cross. We would have an invitation to prayer right here on our invitatory bead. We would have a prayer on the first of the cruciform beads, which is repeated, stated here, and then repeated on the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. We would also have a prayer, something like the breath prayer, say, Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner, or something of that nature, which would be said on each of the week's beads, going all the way round. There are any number of prayers using scripture, using hymn texts, using prayers that you already know that are dear to you, that can be plugged into this wonderful little tool of spirituality. I particularly recommend to you this little book that I'm holding, Praying with Beads, Daily Prayers for the Christian Year, by Nan Lewis Dorr and Virginia Stem Owens. I hope this information will be of some help to you and may encourage you to investigate praying with the beads on your own. A happy and holy Lent to everyone. Thank you.